Okay, so let's start with questions 31 to 33. Of course, in the real IELTS exam, you should do 31 to 40 all the way through. So that's why section 4 can be quite challenging, so you've got to keep going. The lecture about supermarket psychology, relatively straightforward. The first question is a little bit tricky, so let's listen and see what they say.
Listen carefully and answer questions from 31 to 40.
Today's psychology lesson will look at the application of psychology to the grocery. When you shop at a grocery store near your house, have you ever wondered why produce like fruits and vegetables are always at the front of the store? Similarly, have you wondered why aisles take you right around the whole shopping space and cutting across the aisles will make you push your shopping cart through the customers?
Okay, so could you hear the key phrase there? Have you wondered why aisles take you right around the shopping space and cutting across the aisles will make you push your shopping cart through the customers? So we choose to go around the whole space because we don't want to disturb other shoppers by cutting across the passages. Okay, so that's our key word. She says shopping space and cutting across the aisles. Okay, so she doesn't talk about just wanting to look at things. She doesn't talk about having lots of things to buy. So the most logical answer there is B. That one's a little bit trickier just because it's not an exact paraphrase of the meaning of the sentence, but that's what they're going for. And then in question 32, she talks about her husband. She says, please don't send husbands out with shopping lists. My husband always comes home with a new set of screwdrivers or a DVD. Of course, they weren't on my shopping list. I mean, kind of sexist, I guess. Like, I don't know, in my family, my dad always used to do the shopping because my mom was working. Like, men can also go shopping at the supermarket. Like, I don't want the message of this psychology lecture to be don't send men shopping. I think it's a weird message to be putting out, but whatever. The answer to this one should be overspend by buying items he's interested in, like DVDs and screwdrivers. Manly items like a screwdriver. So he's not buying them for his wife. He's not finding them cheaply. He's just buying stuff that he's interested in that's not on her shopping list because, the wife is there to control the husband. I don't know. Maybe things are different here, but I thought that was a weird thing to put into your lecture. And maybe they should go to couples therapy and not fight about the supermarket shopping anymore. Anyway, question 33 is asking, what does the supermarket do to encourage shoppers to buy produce like broccoli and tomatoes? And so they say very clearly, red peppers contrast to green peppers and broccoli contrasts nicely with the shiny red skins of tomatoes. So here we've got they contrast nicely between green and red colors, as well as, and then she says, in addition to, so that's our key paraphrase here, as well as, paraphrase to in addition to, a light spray of mist is pumped out regularly to keep the vegetables glistening and looking appetizing. Okay, so pumping out a light spray of mist is literally what she says in the answer. Okay, so that's the first 3 questions, should be quite straightforward. Okay, next we're going to look at questions 34 to 38. So they want you to match what does each thing the supermarket is doing, and then what is that making you do. Okay, so classical music, is it displaying your eye level? Is it put on the right hand corner? Relaxing you, attracting your eyes, making combinations. Okay, so how are they trying to encourage you to buy more? Okay, so let's listen to the first couple through and just so we can do an example together.
I can see the fruit over to the right. As I pause to decide between green and red apples, I hear gentle classical music. It isn't so loud, and now I think how pleasing and relaxing it is. I feel as though the supermarket is kind because they're helping me to make my shopping time relaxing.
Okay, so she actually says relaxing a couple of times there. Okay, so it's being relaxing to you. Okay, so classical music relaxes shoppers. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to listen for what's the thing the supermarket is doing, and then how is that forcing you to buy stuff. Okay, so freshly baked bread, she says quite clearly, I buy the freshly baked bread along with the sliced one I had intended to buy. I know I've already bought 2 times as much as I needed. Okay, so it's enticing you to buy unintended items. Okay, when she says unintended, okay, when she says literally, I've already bought 2 times as much as I needed. Okay, so they put it all together to try and force you to buy more stuff. And then next one, bright reds and yellows. Vivid red and yellow packages glare out at us, grabbing the eye. Okay, so grabbing the eye means attracting, grabbing your eye, attracting your eye. You can have, you sometimes describe advertisements or something as eye grabbing or eye catching. So it's making you look at it. More expensive products are at eye level. She says that. Or she says the common and cheaper brands tend to be placed on the lower shelves, while the more expensive products are eye level. Okay, so eye level means like at the same height as your eye. So you see it straight away when you open your eyes if something's at eye level. And then chips and dips. She says chips and dips are placed together, prompting the shopper to buy both products. So they're placed together, prompting you to buy more products. So they want you to make a combination. Okay, so make a combination. Okay, so chips, it's like potato chips, or in the UK we call them crisps. So like that comes in the packet, and dips like salsa or guacamole or something like that, like spicy sauce dip. So you want a placed together, prompting them to buy both products. Okay, so it's a combination. Okay, and so we're going into the sort of our last two questions. Why are pastas and pasta sauce displayed side by side? Because it's in order to sell both items at the same time. But I mean, sell both items at the same time, because again, it's like the idea of combining stuff together. They're neatly combined. But also, you could also say C, okay, in order to make shopping easier, because she does say the shopper the instant answer to the ever-present question of what to have for dinner. So they want you to say in order to make shopping easier, but it comes right after the chips and dips. So both B or C, I think, is the correct answer to this question, because the supermarket allows you to sell it at the same time because they're right next to each other. But I guess in order to make shopping easier could also be the answer here. And then why are flour and sugar mentioned? And so why did she bring up flour and sugar as an example? So what does she say? She says, why are everyday items always at the corner? Why should I go past baking supplies when I need flour and sugar? Now, all of you know what I put in my cart, baking supplies as well as the flour and sugar I actually need. Okay, so she's providing an explanation of why everyday items are placed at the corner. Okay, so why are everyday items always at the corner? Okay, why should I go past baking supplies when I need flour and sugar? So I think she's basically trying to say that they put these essential items in the corner to force you to sort of go and get them. So, but again, her answer, it's kind of unclear. And she's trying to confuse you with what she says. And to be honest, B and C are kind of okay, but they could also be an answer here. Okay, she's providing an example of what shoppers buy together. She is, but you know, so A is what they want you to say. I can see why you might get confused and put B. I think the speech is a little bit confusing, and it's not the best question, but that's what the answer they want you to give. Okay, so hopefully that should have helped you out a bit. To take you through those answers. It's one of those weird listening questions where this test is quite straightforward, but they're trying to trick you really hard in the way that the questions are phrased. So it's just a case of concentrating and just trying to keep your focus all the way through.